Welcome back. My name is Shamika, and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited that you're here. As always, thank you so much for tuning in and being patient as I take forever to record new stuff because I've been sick. So, bear with me. But I am back today, and we are going into the belly of the underworld. And I wish I could have the voice of Vincent Price from Thriller, so I could, anyway, just ignore me. Anyway, in the building today, I have multiple award-winning journalist and correspondent Mariana van Zeller, because she's here to talk about her new season of her investigative Emmy-nominated docuseries, Trafficked, with Mariana van Zeller. And it's from everything from trading in body parts, hired assassins, and smuggling of people and things and drugs and all the things in the black market you could think of. She's covering it in this season. Now, where can you check it out? On National Geographic every Wednesday at 9:00. And then it streams the very next day on Hulu. And you can always check that out. The other seasons on Hulu as well. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss today's show. Hi, welcome to Check the Rhymes. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. So let's talk about the new season of Trafficked, Underworlds with Mariana van Zeller. I'm super excited. What can we expect this season?
10 incredible episodes. It's my favorite season yet. I think we approached and tackled some really hard issues such as illegal immigration, fake prescription drugs, assassins, sextortion, illegal gambling, a long list of, black markets that people don't usually get access to. Mm-hmm. It's also my favorite season for other reasons. It was very personal to me. I got an opportunity to film in my home country of Portugal and look at the drugs that is a drug that is very prevalent all around Europe. I also answered the plea of a woman in Minnesota whose father is in prison in a prison in Africa, and she basically asked us, I know that he's innocent, not guilty, mm-hmm. and can you please look at and investigate the case of what happened to my dad? And we came face to face with the scammer and the people responsible for putting him in prison. So for many reasons, this is, I think, the best season of Trafficked yet.
Wow. Well, I was curious, though, how do you come up with what you're going to put in each season? And is it just because when people write in, or is it just something you pursue on your own? Like, this is a topic I want to cover this season. How does that work?
A lot of it comes out of my own curiosity as a journalist and my team's curiosity as well. Ultimately, we look at topics that are relevant to an American audience. Even when we're talking about assassins, even when we're talking about chimps and gorillas and apes that are being trafficked and, at the brink of extinction, we have to look at this about how is this relevant to us and how does this affect us? And it does. For all of the subjects we tackle, I don't think most people are aware that a lot of this crime is happening all around us. I mean, more often than not, I am filming in a neighborhood that you wouldn't expect, mm-hmm. in a house. You think of black markets as happening in very deep and sort of secretive corners of the world. Yeah. And yes, they are secretive, but a lot of those secretive places are happening right next door or in your backyard.
Wow. And I read somewhere that you don't even take security with you on these stories. Like, why?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm forced to. We've done stories, for example, in places in Africa where there's terrorism and kidnappers, mm-hmm. and it would make sense not to take security with us. But a lot of times I prefer not to. And I think it's part because we approach people and tell them, look, trust us. You can trust us. If I show up with two big guys or one big guy with guns, right. I'm telling them, I don't trust you, right? So why should you trust me? So it's more about spending time, and a lot of time, in trying to convince people to talk to us.
Yeah, so I come from a TV news background, and just even getting people to trust you with small things like, a robbery or something, that's difficult, but I can't even imagine the hoops you kind of have to jump through to get them to trust you. Is there a specific tactic that you kind of lean on to get that trust?
Yeah, get used to being rejected, first of all. Don't take it personally, which I have. I'm used to getting rejected. And I also think it is ultimately treating people with dignity and respect, no matter who they are. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. A lot of people, not everybody is good. There's a lot of very bad people out there. But there's also a lot of people, the vast majority of people that we interview, that do what they do because of a lack of opportunities and because of inequality in this world. And I think that's the biggest message that I want with the show, is to be able to connect with people, find humanity in everyone that we meet. Because without understanding their motivations, these black markets, these lives of crime, these worlds of crime will continue existing.
I love that, because I don't think we tend to think about it from that perspective at all. And that was actually a question I was going to ask, what you hope people can take away from this season. And I think that's a perfect thing to hope that people do take away when they watch Trafficked. I was curious, though, as you're going into each of these dangerous situations and you never know what to expect, but how do you de-stress after filming?
I drink a lot of wine or beer, whatever's at hand. No, we do have sort of an unwritten rule in our team that after a long day of shooting, because we do see so many dark things, that I'd like us all to get together and have a drink or have dinner together and talk about what we go through. It's our little therapy sessions. I also like to run. It gets sort of clears my mind. But at the end of the day, I do think that, you know, being able to connect with the people that you consider the worst of the worst and seeing humanity in everyone. I'm by nature a very optimistic person, but it's given me sort of, there's a light at the end of the tunnel everywhere. You just have to look for it. And I have a very positive and hopeful view of the world, contrary to what people might think.
And for my last question, I'm just curious if you have any advice for other journalists or budding journalists that are interested in getting into investigative journalism.
Yes, absolutely. You know, find out what you're passionate about. Not everybody wants to hang out with assassins and traffickers, but there is something out there that you are passionate about. And don't take no for an answer. You know, it wasn't easy. I have my dream job. It wasn't easy to get here, to do what I do. You know, I had to knock on many doors. I have to get rejected many, many times. But if you're passionate, you keep at it and you find something that sort of makes sense to you, then you're gonna get there.
Oh, I love that. And where can everybody catch Trafficked?
You can watch it every Wednesday at 9 p.m., 8 Central on National Geographic. And you can also watch a lot of the episodes available now on Hulu.
Well, thank you so much. I've enjoyed chatting with you, and I can't wait to check out Trafficked. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.
Thanks, Shamika. Let's talk.